Hi everyone, it's Helen here with an update on my book. I've done a little progress update like I did a little while ago, just ticking the boxes of everything that has been done. So we've now gone past book layout and editing stage, or proofing stage as it gets called. I read through the book a number of times, found little bits and pieces and got them fixed up. It went back to my editor, who also proofed the book and found a couple of little glitches, and they've been fixed up. So it's now gone to the fellow who does the book layout for the completed layout to be done, and for me then to sign off. So once it's been signed off, then it's going to the publisher to be printed. That'll probably happen next week. I would suggest that I'll get the sign off on that, and then I'll have more information about how long that print process is. We're still looking at end of January next year, but I'll have a clearer idea of how long that process is, and also given the Christmas break as well. So I've done a little progress update to go with this. Also, I've got the final cover of the book as well, which is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And I'll just post that up with this video as well, so you can have a closer look on the finished product. It's very exciting. As I've said other times, I think that, each step of this process has just made me clearer and clearer about what I went through 20 years ago, and what that was all actually setting the foundation for in my life. Writing the book got me so clear on what I was actually doing back then. When you're in the midst of, situations in your life, you don't have a lot of hindsight, you don't have a lot of insight, and, it's difficult to kind of work your own stuff out while you're in the middle of it. So now I'm very clear about what was going on 20 years ago. I was making choices, and choices to exit the life that I had found myself in. I was breaking free. Like, all the struggle and whatnot that was going on there was just me breaking free from, I call it what you want, life programs, a cage. Like, honestly, those years of my life, I certainly felt like I was in a prison, a self-imposed prison of some sort. I mean, I was busy probably blaming a lot of other people for it at some stages, but it was a bloody prison. But I broke free. And I realised I made choice after choice after choice that just started to, kind of dissolve all the restrictions and the obstacles that appeared along the way. And, you can see that in your own life. Like, back then, 20 years ago, when I was a drug dealer and a drug user, I was surrounded by people who were drug dealers and drug users. And when I started to make the choice of not wanting to be around them anymore, they started to disappear bit by bit. Now, here I am 20 years later, I don't have any drug dealers and drug users in my life. So we have such power in making choices on who's in our life, who isn't in our life, how we operate, and what we want in our life as well. Because now, having written the book, I'm even clearer again, as I said earlier, about what I did, but also now I know how I did it. And that's the extraordinary part of it, because I can consciously now understand how I've created the current world that I have. I have such a rich, wonderful life that I'm living, and I'm not an exception. It takes hard work to break free of your blocks and limitations, but once you've done that, boy, there's just clear sailing. It really is. And once you start to consciously understand that you are an amazing creator, and that you can, create the world you want, not what you don't want, it's powerful. It's really powerful. So anyway, having said that, I'll finish this with, you are the greatest creation on this planet, so start acting like it. Thanks, everyone.